happening soon. Just be patient. Enough with the nonsense now. Let's get into the charts. So, on the 4-hourly time frame, we are still looking at two scenarios, one being bullish and one being bearish. This at the moment is the short-term bearish scenario, but in the long run, bullish scenario. We are still in this range of an A down, B up, and a C down. In this A, we have a 5-wave diagonal, in the B, a 3-wave corrective structure, and in the C, a 5-wave move to the downside. Now, if we look at this 5th wave on the 1-hour time frame, we can see we are tracking a 5-wave move in this 5th wave. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see here on the yellow. Now, the invalidation for this wave 4 that we see here is the 0.618 at 59,239. Now, in this wave 4, there's not been much of a retracement. We can see this being the lowest retracement as of yet, and the target, if this is a wave B, being at 59,581, which would not give us a simple A, B, C. So at the moment, I am still looking at this scenario as our main scenario, but I have another scenario that also could play out. So on my other scenario, we have an ending diagonal. Now, on the 4-hourly time frame, on the other scenario, we saw our B wave being this top. But if we count this as the B wave, as it did take this high on some charts, we can see a diagonal in this C wave. A 1 down, 2 up, 3 down, 4 still coming, and a 5 down. Now, we have taken this low of the wave 1 in the wave 4, and therefore everything does look fine for the diagonal. At the moment, we are in this wave 4 of the diagonal, and I do expect something along these lines. An A wave up, B wave down, and C wave up, finishing this contracting diagonal. We would then, like the other scenario, see one more flush to the downside. I do think we are to see lower prices, as there are a few scenarios I will get into now. The most bullish scenario is that our low is in and everything is perky for Bitcoin. We are going to then be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside and everyone happy. But I don't think this is the case just yet. But this is our most bullish scenario, a WXY finishing at this low. We should then see this as a wave 1 and a retracement to about the 0.5 to 0.78. I will put that on the charts for you guys. Here, targeting this box at $56,000 to $54,000. From there, we should see quite a launch in a third wave, targeting much higher prices. On the more bearish side of things for the daily time frame, just increasing the time frame a bit, we can see that it's actually the 4-hourly time frame. We can see this structure. Now, this would be an expanding wave B, where B did not finish here, but is expanding to here. Now, this would be an A, B, and a C structure to follow. In this B, we would see an expanding flat of an A, B, C, which minimum targets have been hit. This probability is low, as we have seen quite a move up in this B wave, as it could be labeled as impulsive as well. So the likelihood for this to happen is low, but we must still keep everything on the charts. This would be quite a devastating move, as all-time highs would be taken and people would think this wave C is an impulsive move, but in actual fact it is just corrective when another low comes in. Quite a devastating move that would be, but not the main idea at the moment. On the channel perspective for Elliott Wave, I've drawn this channel out, and we can see we have used this channel as support multiple times, finding support at the top side, support on the low, top side again, finding support at the top range here, and resistance at the middle line too. So I do expect Bitcoin in this coming week to come down to this medium line over here. That target would be around the 51,500 range. When that happens, we can move this yellow line up. It would be around 51,500 for the target. Now, still on our most bullish scenario here, the one we are looking at as the most likely, we have a weekly gap here. It's called a weekly fair value gap. We can see this gray box. Now, often fair value gaps, the first time hit, are used as support. As we can see here, support was found and we moved to the upside of that. But the second time a fair value gap is touched, the likelihood to fill that fair value gap is very high. And I do expect us to fill this fair value gap in the coming weeks. The bottom of this fair value gap sits at $53,100. So $53,100 being an interesting level, and 51,500 another interesting level. The weekly fair value gap and the middle line of the Elliott Wave channel. But that is all in today's update. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more daily updates, please subscribe to the channel down below and join the Discord for more regular intraday updates. It's been MaxTradesCrypto. Cheers.